Well, hello everyone. Welcome to Readings by Rev Marie. I'm just going to adjust this a little bit. All right. Oh, hope everyone is having a great weekend. It's a long weekend, so it's nice. Gives everybody a break. So, for tonight, I'm going to be doing some tarot, some angel cards. But prior to this, I want to mention you can chat them on yourselves if you like. Since yesterday, I had a spirit come around, and she came back again today. So, first of all, she is connected to someone who's listening now or will be listening. She said she didn't think she was ready, like she didn't think she was going to pass. Um, but she did. And before she passed, she was a lot of dizziness, not so much nauseousness. It was a lot of dizziness. But she said they didn't know what was wrong. So I asked her, give me more information. The way I see her when she comes to me, she looks very early 60s. And then she mentioned 57. So either she passed, when she was 57 years old, or she was born 57. I'm not sure. She just mentioned that number. And I asked her name, and the name came up as Carol. So that could be her first name, a middle name, last name. Um, it also could be she's connected to somebody named Carol. But either way, before she passed, she was very intense, very busy. And now that she's on the other side, she says that okay, everything's fine. But prior to that, she was kind of shocked that she was going to be going. And she's with a man, and she said when she was alive, this man was with her. But sometimes it was like she didn't want him around. But it's okay now. On the other side, they're okay. Um, and just early before I came here to turn the laptop on, she showed me this. It's like a huge barrel of flowers that she's dropping. So I've never had anything like that before. So I'm thinking, okay, it could be maybe she worked in a flower shop or worked with flowers, or owned a flower shop or something. I don't know. But it was just a whole bunch. And then she showed me a wedding bouquet. So I don't know if somebody's going to be getting married and she's going to be around because she showed me a tiara. Either somebody just got married or somebody's getting married and she'll be there. And she comes around quite a bit. She mentioned three, so I don't know if there's three children or she's from a family of three children. But she's going to be around whoever's just got married or whoever's going to get married, and you'll know because she kind of brushed around. You kind of felt something. She brushed around the right side, and you felt something around the whole area of the right side of the face. So if you felt that already, if you've been married and you felt that was her, and if you're going to, this just pay attention to that. Okay. Yeah. So with the full moon coming up on September 7th, this is going to be quite interesting because not only is it going to be a full moon, it's going to be a blood moon, total lunar eclipse, harvest moon. It's going to be kind of wild. But right now, the energies are, like my guides were saying, anybody who's made some commitments or there's contracts to be signed or any agreements of any kind, make sure if you're going to sign those things that you honor those commitments. And if you made some prior, I think I just saw something in the back of me here. If you have made commitments in the past and you're thinking about maybe breaking them, I would say hold on. I would be very careful to break those kind of commitments right now. Just honor them. It's to your benefit. Okay. But this September full moon, it's the 7th, going back to that, there's new beginnings for a lot of people. A lot of times beginnings happen on a new moon, but this full moon's bringing a lot of beginnings for people. And that's, I think, is because a lot of people have started working on, like last week when I mentioned, there's abundance coming. There's these projects that are coming. So it's going to be really putting it all together type of thing. So September, full moon, you're going to be moving forth. There's a lot of prosperity around. The energy is really good for starting anything. Um, Everything and anything that you receive, whether it's a gift, whether it's a skill that you just realize, whatever it is that you get, receive it with grace. Okay? You deserve it. Receive it with grace. That's all I'm going to say about that. The full moon's going to be in Pisces. So you know what that means. Pisces govern like the feet, the toes, the pineal gland, third eye. So you may have more vivid dreams. You may have just your intuition may be more highlight, and who knows, right? But watch around this September 7th. So I think I can't remember September 7th if it's a Saturday. Today's the 30th, so let me see. Can't remember. Probably heard me. I think it is. I think it is a Saturday. Let me see here. Oh, it's a Sunday. Full moon Sunday. But you're going to start feeling it a couple days before, like especially on the 6th, on the Saturday, and then the Sunday for sure. You feel it a couple days prior to that. Full moon. Full moon in Pisces. A blood moon. A lunar eclipse. I can't make this up, right? It's like, wow. It's going to be intense. It's going to be very intense. All right. And for some of you, you may not kind of jive with what I'm just saying as far as the energies in that, but just know that it's whatever is happening, it's fate. You cannot change it, cannot control it, not at this time. Everything is happening in divine order, and there's nothing nothing else you can do. Okay. So let me pull a couple of cards here for the element of fire. So for all Sagittarius, Aries, Leo. We're going to start with that. Okay. When I talk about my right side here, I don't know what you guys see because when I look here, it appears to be my left side. But if I do, like on my phone, if I do right, it's right. So it's kind of, I don't know. But it was the right side, brushed on the right. Okay, Aries. So with all this energy that's coming in, what do you need to know? I'll pull the one card here. Look at the future and what's kind of hanging out now. All right. So the 10 of water. So fire, if you got water, maybe you need to slim down the fire a little bit. A contented and rewarding family life. Your emotional and material needs are met. Trustworthy relationships. The 10 of water. So it's pretty good. Pretty good card for you guys. And now you got the water, you got fire, and you have earth. The only thing you don't have is air. Maybe you like that. 6 of fire. Victory. Good news is on its way. Public recognition or awards. That is for you, fire sign. Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. The other card is the Ace of Earth. And I talked about beginnings right from the beginning. Talked about new beginnings and Earth represents to me like the fall, going into almost wintertime, and we're approaching that as well. So the inflow of abundance, a promising business venture, important documents or contracts. And when I first started talking, I said, if you have made any agreements, commitments, you signed contracts, at this time you need to honor them. And if you're not, then there will be important documents that you're going to have, or contracts, or agreements, whatever it is, documents, contracts, commitments, anything that you've signed recently or will be, you will have to honor them. So think hard. If you haven't signed anything, think hard before you do. Okay? Because you're going to have to, if you don't honor them, there's going to be some severe consequences. That's all I'm saying. Anybody can sometimes break things up, but might not want to do that. So for air, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. What do we have for you? Okay. That's a little more water. I don't know, I'm dry today. Okay. For you air signs. Whoa, 9 of fire. You air signs, you have fire. And it's the 9 of fire. So don't give up. Protect that which is you've created, what you've made, what your project you're working on. Have courage and believe in yourself. Okay. It's got that almost looks like a dragon type of. And you have the 8 of earth. Skilled work is rewarded. Well, it says don't give up. Protect that which you've created. Your skilled work is rewarded, so it has to do with your work. Learning all there is to know about a topic. And going back to school. Going back to school can mean literally going back to school. It could also mean because you want to study a certain topic, could be something online or a workshop or something like that. Either way, I look at going back to school as really going back and studying something. And number 9 is the hermit for you. So the hermit, sometimes if you spend too much time alone in your home, well, sometimes you need to break that up a little bit and get outside in the outside world. You probably will meet people or run into circumstances that will help you go forth. You can't do everything at home alone all by yourself. You need to connect with other people. It said here, spend time in quiet meditation, spiritual teaching, and self-discovery. So from what I get from this with it, okay, what's going on? What's going on? I froze there. All right, let me repeat that. It just froze. That's weird. So definitely the topic that you want to study. There's a topic. Learning all there is to know. Well, even if you don't want to do a long meditation, just sit quietly. Ask your guides to guide you, to bring you to a person, to a book, to something that you'll understand and get the message very clear. What you need to be learning. And why do you need to be learning it? Everything has a reason. And it says spiritual teaching. Well, spiritual teaching takes many forms, right? So, and self-discovery. I think everybody's on a spiritual path. Everybody's, doing something. Some people may stall a little bit, but everybody's on a self-discovery journey. Some people choose to go a little deeper, and some don't. I'm sorry, this laptop is very. Oh, hold on a second. Don't know what's going on here. Let me see. I don't know if you guys can hear me, but everything seems to be okay. Hope you guys can hear me. I don't know what happened there. My screen it's another screen. This laptop is very sensitive. Anyway, you can hear me good. All right. I have to look at it. This is really good. Can hear me and see me. Good. Yes, it's a different laptop because I can't update my other one. So it's kind of, yeah. So self-discovery, very important for you air people. And you've got the fire, the earth, and the hermit, which is Archangel Raziel. You can even call on Archangel Raziel for assistance to make something clear on the topic you want to study. You may ask, why I'm interested in that, but what is it going to do for me? There's a reason for it. You're drawn to that for a reason. Self-discovery, perhaps, or perhaps just something that you're going to be sharing with someone else on their journey. So water sign. People wants to have all the cards here. Water signs. Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Water signs. Wow. Either I'm losing strength in my hands or I don't know. What's happening? Yeah, it was weird. It kind of froze and everything because modem, everything's plugged in, everything's doing good. Okay. Yeah, with this lady that came through, she was very adamant that I say something because during the day, when she was around me, I felt what she felt before she passed. And I was to the point, my goodness, I might not be able to do something tonight because I was so dizzy and everything. And she's like, no, no, you have to. So I'm like, okay, well, take it away. Talk to my spirit guides. Try to take away some of the feeling that I had because otherwise it's hard to function. So she's very happy that she was able to come through and definitely wanted this person to hear her message. Oh, okay, that's kind of odd. Normally pull one from the bottom, like the bottom one, but which have been the Emperor, Archangel Michael, but Archangel Ariel stepping in. Okay, all right. So for water signs, Knight of Air. So if it is a person, it's someone who's very intelligent, idealistic, careless. I mean, they've got energy and decisive. Now, if it's not a person that is coming into your life or has just recently come in, then it's an event that will occur at great speed. So I always feel that sometimes you've just heard about something or you've just been through, or like a great speed could be tomorrow. So just review your options carefully, look at everything before you decide to go ahead. Whoever, if it's a person that comes in, gives you all this information, these ideas and that, and there's an event that's going to occur and everything's happening too fast, just step back, take a couple of breaths, but be careful about the options. Weigh all the options. Even ask your guide for help, your angels, to do what's right for you. Okay. Now, this card was supposed to come out, but there's another one that Archangel Michael. And it was weird because like I said, pulled the card underneath. But the Emperor. So organization and logic, structure and discipline and leadership. But the card that's trumping that just came up, and it's like, okay, Michael, I've got this, was Archangel Ariel. And Archangel Ariel works a lot with creative ideas and creative solutions, which is here. So it kind of goes hand in hand. Great inner strength, release harsh judgments, forgiveness, and compassion. Okay, that will help you with what reviewing your options. That will help you. When you say forgiveness and compassion, well, yes, it's good to have compassion for people. It's good sometimes to forgive, not for their sake, but for yours, because then that heals you. That helps you move forth. Don't have to forget completely, but I mean, by forgiving, moving on, you'll be able to move forth. And there is a change coming. If this event hasn't occurred, there is an event coming, and it's the 5 of fire. You've got air that's going to fan the fire, so it's going to be a lot of heat there. Competing goals, a lot of heat, competing goals, bothersome details. Maybe that's why you have to carefully weigh the options. Conflict with others. So keep that in mind. Call on Archangel Michael or Archangel Ariel. They can help you. They can help you with this. Nothing that you can't take care of. Okay. You have leadership skills. You have your logic. Use your logic. You can overcome whatever it is that's kind of competing against you here. I do see a win-win. So yeah, forgive, but don't forget. No, because if you forget, the lesson, right? But we learn how to forgive because we have to. Otherwise, we're the ones getting stuck somewhere. Some things I never forget either. So I'm with you. No forgetting. No. You do me wrong once, maybe I'll just, let it slide. Do me wrong twice, not a good idea. Do me 3 times, you're done. 3 strikes, you're done. I'll just walk away. I'll just like, yeah. Some people, it's only been one time. It's like the energy was really bad. So, no. Gotta do what's right for you. And this morning, the card about taking care of your inner child. I mean, she was holding that tiny little baby. That's you. You're an inner child in her hands. That was so wonderful. And we do have to take care of our inner child. It helps us take care of that inner child. Earth, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. So what's happening with you guys? What's happening? What's happening? Whoa, the 5 of fire for you guys as well. Archangel Michael as well here, and the ace. Okay, so competing goals, bothersome details, conflict with others. It's popped out twice. Let's get a little more of what they're saying. The fire signs. Fire element is always good. The fives are always about changes. Some changes are really quick. I mean, they happen so fast, and with this one, it does for sure. And some of you might have experienced already some kind of challenges. People that you're surrounded with may have a little bit of different values than you. Maybe they did before, kind of the same, but people grow at different speeds. Some people on their spiritual, they choose a spiritual path a little differently. There's no wrong or bad person. It's just that everybody's doing their best, going at their own speed. They're vibrating at their own vibrations. And sometimes people are not meant to be in our life for forever. Sometimes, they could still stay friends. You just have to hang around with them all the time. But there's sometimes some disagreement. Okay, what are you going to do next? Especially if it's a relationship, right? It's still possible to work things out. It depends. Would depend. I'd have to know, a little more, a full reading type of thing. But if you're with people and they challenge you constantly, that can be very fatiguing. You may think, okay, you know what, I'm done. They're not understanding what I'm saying. I'm done. And just move on to meet another group of people, other friends, make new friends. If it's a very competitive, sometimes you can have a friend that's so competitive that can be tiring as well. Some people are competitive for different reasons. If you want to stay in the friendship, you can also try and find out what's driving this competitiveness. Is it like an OCD thing? They have to win. They have to win. It could be something like that, right? But you just clear the air. See, why do you have to win all the time? Or why are we competing? Why are we competing to begin with? Especially if you're not a competitive person. So clarity will bring some kind of solution, right? So this card also talks about athletic competitions, nuisance, the need to set priorities, and I'd say boundaries too, because that's important. Or if you're being caught in the middle, if you're caught in the middle of something, that's always really bad. You got to step away. Just step away, let them figure it out. And who's here to help is Archangel Michael. Call on Archangel Michael. The wheel. A time of positive change. So you got that's happening, the challenges, and it's a change, but it's going to be positive once you clear the air. Once you say, okay, you know what? I'm not competing anymore. A situation suddenly moves forward. Fortune is on your side. That's a good card. Oh my God. It's about time. And the Ace of Water, new beginnings. New beginnings. And the Ace of Water represents, water, Scorpio and Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer. So falling in love or the resurgence of our relationship, spiritual growth, and enhanced intuition, a new home. Enhanced intuition, especially, like I said, this new full moon coming up on September 7th in Pisces affects the pineal gland. Pineal gland has to do with your third eye. So, and a new home. A new home could be a move of apartment, could be a totally new home, or redecorating the home that you live in. I've noticed from past experience, I'll see a card saying, okay, I see a move to a new home. And the person says, we just renovated our place. We're not selling. At that time, they stay in that place. And later on, they decide, shortly after, it could be a few months or a year, they do decide to sell and go to a new home. But right now, a new home can mean redecorating. I don't say particular move unless I did a full spread. But new home, maybe apartment, maybe changing, maybe redecorating, right? So, all right. So let's do one for everybody that's watching. Pull some cards just for everybody who's watching. Because I had this thing before I started talking about, faith. What will be will be. Well, that's fine and dandy, but what are we talking about here? Give it a little more info. Okay, let's pull a couple cards here. A lot of water coming up. Water, Dreamer, Archangel Metatron, like that. So for everyone who's watching, just everybody, this is for everybody. So the Nine of Water. Somebody that's watching, probably all of you, at one point, because I asked for everyone, has a wish coming to you. Okay, the Nine of Water represents the Nine of Cups, which is a wish being granted. Your concerns will fade away in a love life. So concerns could be any concerns you have. Some may have financial concerns. Some may have, love concerns. Taking a course, all kinds, any concern. It's going to turn out to be a positive. One of your wishes is being granted. And you have the Archangel Metatron on your side. And he helps the dreamer. He helps the dreamer. So a leap of faith, follow your dreams, and unexpected opportunities. I think I mentioned that before. Opportunities, prosperity, around the 7th again, prosperity. The full moon's bringing a lot of good stuff. A lot of help from the universe. A lot of angelic help. I think a lot of people are praying. So, a lot. And the 6 of Water. So, memories from your history or childhood. Issues regarding children. Romanticizing the past. The 6 of Water. That's, yeah. So, go with the flow. Go with the flow. Whatever's fate, they're saying not to worry because your concerns are going to fade away. And just follow your dreams. And this talks about, thinking about your childhood. Think about your childhood dreams, what you were passionate about as a child. What did you want to be? What did you want to become? Now, I'm not saying if you want to become an astronaut and you're not interested in going out into space, that's not going to work out. You know what I mean? But what were your dreams? What you could probably find a niche somewhere within those passions, those skills, what you wanted as a child, the memories. So look a little more at the 6 of Water. The 6 of Water. Okay. So the 6 of water. So this card resurfaced for a reason. Okay, they're saying here, perhaps there's an old issue that you still need to resolve. That's why they want to look at when they look at the history, it's almost like, well, do you want us to do like go into your Akashic records? Because your history, you can remember some of it, but may not know all that. Could be part of the family history. So, or your memories could be a sign of what's yet to come. So I would say pay attention to your dreams. You may be reconnecting with some friends. It could be a romantic partner from the past. New acquaintances that you meet, new people you meet might feel familiar. You may think, I just met you, but I feel like I know you. There's a karmic connection there. Usually that's what it is. The effect of children on this situation could be important. Childlike innocence. Again, this morning, taking care of your inner child. Childlike innocence. Feel like a child, you know, an innocent child, right? Um, Sometimes it says a lack of guilt is also indicated by this card, but from the other cards here, there's definitely no, there's not none of that. Um, and inheritance, you could have some kind of inheritance or gift coming your way. Could be also reunions, sharing, you know, and romanticizing the past. Yeah, maybe you are. So maybe you are. All right, let's pull a couple of numbers. Oh, the priestess. Priestess here. But let's pull a number card. I ask Spirit if there's somebody else that wants to call, to come, this call. Oh, I got a man here. Is saying his name is Paul. Oh, okay, what's your message? What are you trying to say? Oh my goodness. Hold on a second. Oh, okay, before he passed, he was cold. I am literally freezing right now. Oh, I think he's in the room. Okay, what's the message? He's having difficulty coming through, but he came, like, took all his energy to come through, and now he's here. Take your time. Give me your message. What do you want to say? And to whom? Anybody in particular? When I do live, proof of life, proof of survival, my guide usually say, okay, this message for that person, and I'll say to that person, I have a message for you. Can I come to you? And they usually say yes or please, and that gives me, the go ahead. Online, it's not easier to do because there's energy from so many, not just people that are signed in, but they don't always tell me, okay, well, that's for this person. But my guide brings them through. Okay. This man, he gave me the name Paul. So I don't know if I asked their name, it's his name or somebody's connected with, and he's showing me a lot of smoke. So I don't know if he died in a fire. He's showing me a lot of black smoke going up, and I can't see if it's a house or what it is, but it's something, just black smoke coming up. And I thought, okay, did you work like in a mine or something? But I feel like a lot of black smoke. A lot of pain on his left side of this body, especially from the waist down. I feel he died in a fire. And the smoke inside is something. I think before he passed, he talked to some of his family member, whoever he was talking to, and he said he was going to be okay, to comfort whoever was near him. But he knew deep down that he probably wasn't. But he said he was going to be okay. He's okay now. But then I think it was to comfort other people. He was always kind of the kind of man that you go to for help. He was always helping, very kind, very giving. He wouldn't want anybody to worry. He also gives me a number 3, so I don't know if he had children. I'm asking if there's any children or anybody. He's talking about number 3. I'm asking, I don't know why, but I'm asking him if he's a fireman, and I do feel that he has a yellow hat. He could have been a fireman or wanted to be one. Definitely, I think he's a fireman. Yeah, he was a fireman. Okay. He says, just tell my family I love them and I'm taking care of them where I am, from where he is. He's taking care of them. Yeah, he says, take care of them. He shows me a cat. Uh, so he's either seeing the cat, that maybe they still have a cat, but he's showing me a cat. The cat just, come up. And it kind of looks kind of gray. It's got some stripes. It could be a gray tabby. I'm not sure, but it does look like gray. And the cat just like all perked up and he's right there. Um, Now he's showing me inside a church, and I'm not sure if it was at his funeral or what it was, but in the front it looks like a wooden altar, or in the altar cloth that's coming down is almost like a brown color. I don't know why he's showing me that, but he's showing me that. Um, okay, all right. I don't know if his name was Paul or if he had a Paul on his name, because like I said, I got Paul. That could be first, middle, last name, or it could be connected to somebody. Okay, okay. If it is your grandfather, I'm so sorry, so sorry, but he's okay now. Okay, so that is him then. Siamese cat. Yeah, it kind of looked gray to me. Yeah, but again, he shows me this cat. That's what he can project to show me. Sometimes it's not exactly the same thing, but the most important was a cat because it was like just kind of jumped out. He's like, okay, come here. Yeah, yeah. He says he's at peace. Um, he thanked me, because he wanted to come and give that message. Um, he said somebody in the family are experiencing light headaches, very light. It's just kind of just around, just maybe get a health check. Um, it could be, blood pressure, could be, but he just wants to get that check. Yeah, it could be. Yeah, yeah, and yours it definitely looks more like the stripes in that. Yeah, could be, could very well be. I mean, they come around. I mean. Now I see there's someone else here, another gentleman, a big guy. I mean, 6'2" type of thing. Um, I believe this is somebody's grandfather. It's not. I don't think it's the same person, but now I'm seeing him a lot younger. But the picture and the way he comes across right now, this other, I think it's another person, maybe not. It's almost like the 1950s kind of thing, the way he's dressed. You're welcome, Ellie. You're welcome. Yeah. I don't know if somebody is going on a plane or love planes, because he's showing me a plane, but it's a personal plane. It's not like a huge, jet or anything like that. But he's showing me a plane. Hmm. Okay. See, the energy's fading, and it's just showing me some pictures and that I can't really make sense of some of them. Um, like closed casket. What was he showing me before that? No, he's gone. Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's something. She must have hit something and it kind of repeated. Yeah. I have a number here, an angel number, 999. So 999. Thank the past for your lessons and leave it where it belongs. So you can make the best of the life that is still waiting to be fulfilled by only you. And we just talked about that. You know, learn from the past. Forgive. You don't have to forget because you have to remember. Leave the lessons where they belong. Make the best of it. And 999 is the soul blueprint chakra. Conclusions. And it's time to rewrite history and your fears of ego, death, and rebirth. Just rewrite history. Let that go. Right? Let that go. That's a beautiful card. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, the other gentleman I saw kind of grandfather, that was someone else. But I do recognize, it's like I recognize this person. Maybe it was for me. Oh, yeah, it's for me. I'm going to get some serious news. My grandfather doesn't come around often in like that. And it's usually to warn me about something. You know, last time that it was very strong was a kind of a relative passed away, a relative from marriage passed away. So we'll see what he's trying to say. I'll communicate with him later on. Yeah. Yeah, it's just yeah. They just come when they want. And he's still here. He's behind me. We're actually the door where you see the between the dining room kind of thing. When I point this way, it shows the opposite, but it's actually, yeah, he's standing there. I told him, I said, I'll talk to you in a bit. And he's like, I'll wait. And he was very patient. What do you want it to be? Go have some ice cream while you wait. Okay. Ooh. 10 of them want to fall. I'm not. Okay, one fell. This one, no. The other one was where too many fell down earlier. Innovation, new creations. Wow, the power this priestess has. All this energy in her hands, coming out from the palms of her hands where the energy usually comes out, especially as a healer. So, this is the priestess of innovation, the priestess of the mind. Extends her hands upward, the light from her palms sending two hawks. Trying to see the hawks, but yeah, you can see them. They're very, if you can see the hawks there. She sent them flying in opposite directions. Beautiful golden orbs hover over and around her head, marking a time of great confidence and mental activity for you. You're being guided by spirit to explore new directions of invention and creation. Your invention may come in the form of a wide variety of endeavors, such as a new business, medical discovery, new computer game, or the founding of a charitable agency. Anything from a musical composition to a real estate development could be among the types of innovation springing to your mind at this time. Well, this full moon coming will be bringing a lot of creativity. So everybody's going to have a little bit of something. You may even be thinking about going to school. Well, we pulled a school card for somebody earlier for a special degree or a certification. If so, know that you are certainly capable of achieving it. You may find yourself conflicted as you consider two very different paths, both brimming with potential. The hawks, birds of prey, and war represent the inner battle regarding your choice. And that's tough when you have a choice like that to make. I always say, sit in quiet, ask your spirit guide or your angel to come near you. They're always near you, but tell them to come closer and closer and closer until you feel their energy. And you can ask them, if I choose this and name what it is this bringing me to my highest purpose? Is this the best thing for me? And then wait how you feel. If you feel warm and you find yourself smiling, it's a good sign. But if you're not, still kind of not sure, then wait and ask the other choice. What if I choose this? Is the best for my highest purpose? Does this bring me closer to God or to source, to the divine? And then wait for the reaction for that. It says here, your confusion is only preventing you from taking action in either direction. Yes, especially when there's two good choices. That's why you ask for help. A nagging voice of self-doubt may be keeping you on the fence, but note how the priestess heart center glows with confidence. So ask for help and then have the confidence to move forth with that choice. The card is saying that you now have the power to make a decision and see it through. Trust in yourself and let yourself receive the guidance and information all around you. So if you something that what I like doing is do a little bit of research. See, well, what's this? What's that? Where does this lead and where does that lead type of thing. Get all the research done that you need and then ask for help. Your mind is with new ideas. Listen to your heart about which path to follow. Right? Sometimes it's still not enough calling your guides for help. An affirmation would be, I open my mind to the pipeline of new ideas available to me now. I am now capable of both initiative and follow through. I know I am capable of both initiative and follow through. Wow. Somebody gets that, right? Yeah. Well, everything that we've learned in our life, sometimes we look at them and think, oh man, that was a bad choice. But you know what? It made you who you are today. Without the same thing, well, you'd be a different person, right? Everything, all our experiences, we are everything. All the experiences that we have, all the lessons, everything. And not just from like our birth parents and grandparents, and that's family history, but we are who we are because of what we've all done and said and learned and been. And if you're happy with who you are, then that's the most important thing. The rest, were they really bad? Made them move forth. You're a good person. You do your best. That's all you can do. Strong, yeah. I'm lucky can warn me, yes and no, but there's nothing I can do about it. The last time was very intense. I mean, that's the time that I was standing up and I thought somebody went like this and grabbed my leg. And my husband was at the counter in the kitchen. I was with him. I forget, we're trying to, I think it was, I don't know if we're preparing dinner or lunch or, I don't know, it must have been dinner. And I'm standing beside him. He's got both hands. I don't know what he was doing. And I said, hey, because somebody grabbed my leg. And I realized, like, as soon as that went out, she couldn't have grabbed he's in front of me, beside me. He can't be, and there's nobody else in the house. And then when I turned, it was a doorway similar to this. It was the door from the kitchen to the dining room. And there was my grandpa standing there. Yeah. I'm almost, I don't know if I want to know. But yeah, he warned me of somebody's death that was very close to me. And yeah. Anyway, we'll see. We'll pull another card and maybe an angel card. I feel like this card has wanted to come out again. Achievement. Effort plus intention. Oh, wow. What a nice, huge bison there. Nice buffalo. Exactly. Growth that's what we're here to do. We're here to grow. We're here to experiment and experience with different things. That's how we grow. So this card here, she's the priestess of the white buffalo. I said bison. I was going to say buffalo first. She stands shoulder to shoulder with the mighty beast. He's huge, bringing a message about the direction of your life. She reveals that you will achieve success by aligning your conscious intention with the drive and the energy that you focus on your goals. Some people have a clear, specific intention, yet their efforts fall short due to confusion, misdirections, or even laziness, right? Others put a lot of effort into their lives, but their intentions are unclear or even full of doubt. The message here is to bring the two together in a lucid and logical way. Understand your true intentions and take responsibility for the effort you put into them every day. Buffalo are methodical in their movement, and they have humps on their shoulders, symbolic of the ability to carry heavy loads. So this represents the systematic energy needed when attempting to bring your to bring your intentions to fruition. Well, intentions and interests. They put that word in there somewhere. Abundant success is assured when you apply a planned and patient effort to the intention that truly resonates with your heart. So since the white buffalo is so sacred and rare, this card here brings a special message. It's time to raise your intentions and take your effort to a higher level. Bring prayer to your path, and you will ignite the unlimited abundance that is this beautiful creature here signifies. So an affirmation would be, I create clear intentions and put patient effort into my goals. I bring sacred prayers to my personal pursuits every day. By doing an affirmation personally, it would not say, I bring sacred prayer. They know that. I would just do a prayer. And a sacred prayer, it could be a prayer that you know or something that you say coming from the heart. That's the most important and most powerful prayer than repeating a prayer that you know over and over. I mean, it's fine. But when you speak from the heart, when you do a prayer, when you ask for help, when you say thank you for the help, speaking in your own words, that is more meaningful than repeating a prayer over and over and over. You'll need to rewatch for orbs. Oh, there was an orb. I know at the beginning I saw something. I don't know. It was kind of moving from you, kind of going the other side. But yeah, I saw something kind of going there. Yeah. So again, hopefully everyone will be having a great long weekend. So tomorrow's Sunday. Monday, everything's closed. So if you need to get anything, grab it tomorrow. Monday, I think pretty much everything's closed. Labor Day. I think the States too. We do have the same thing. But yeah. Take care of you. Take care of that inner child, that little person inside of you, the child within. It's part of your soul. Take care of that. Take care of you. Yes, happy Labor Day. Yes, some people have gone to the exhibition in Toronto. Today was not a bad day. It was cold this morning, but it got warm. It was nice. We're not doing too much. My hubby's working. Plus, Yeah. Just going to take it easy, maybe barbecue tomorrow. Yeah. So take care, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. And yeah, I don't know why that glitched earlier, but because I just saw myself frozen there. Oh, what's going on? You're very welcome. Thank you. Thank you so much. And if you get a chance, share. Hopefully someone out there will benefit from this as well. So until next time, I can hear Miss Luna here. Hi, Luna. What's the matter? Sometimes Daddy goes outside, doesn't take her. She doesn't want to come down anymore. The floor's slippery. I think she had a little bit of a slide and doesn't want to come down. She'll come down a couple steps, but that's it. She came down once, and that's it. All right. Thank you so much, everyone. Namaste. Lots of love and healing. Until next Saturday, take care. Thank you.